Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Vishnu Manjipudi, and I am glad that you are here. Today, we will be solving LeetCode problem number 38, Count and Say. The problem reads, the count and say sequence is the sequence of integers with the first 5 terms as following. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 1. 5, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. So, you might be asking, why did I read those numbers in such a weird way? Well, it's because of this next statement. We have that 1 is read off as 1, 1, or 1, 1, to give the next term of the sequence. Likewise, 11 is read off as 2 1s, or 21. And similarly, 21 is read off as 1, 2, 1, 1, or 1211. So now you're given an integer n, which is between 1 and 30 inclusive. Then we have to generate the nth term of this sequence. And now, the way we are going to do this is by recursion, because in the algorithm that we use itself, we always go read out the previous number. So let's do that. So for recursion, we need a base case. So if n is equal to 1, return 1. Otherwise, we first need to convert this n into a string, because we need to iterate over the digits. So string numster equals integer dot toString, and then what do we have here? We have n. Now, we want to build the next term from the previous term. And to do that with as little memory and time as possible, we create a string builder. So string builder, next term, equals new string builder. And then open quotes, and then quotes. So now that we have a string builder and our number as a string, we are going to iterate over the digits of the previous element. And to do this, we first go over from the beginning of the first element. So for int I equals 0, I is less than numster dot length, I plus plus. And also we have to catch something really quick. So since this is a string method, we return a string. So we can't return 1, we have to return 1 in quotes. So now, what are we going to do? Well, let's just take the cur digit. So int cur digit equals, now this is going to be a bit complicated because we want to get the kit digit. So we start with a car at. So numster.car at I. However, this returns the character. And now we want to convert the character int to int. And we do this by converting the character to a string and the string to int. So character.toString converts this character to the string. And now we have integer.parseInt, which converts the string back into an integer. And now, hold on a second. You might realize that we've actually made a small mistake. We don't want the string of n, because that would give us a meaningless value. Instead, since we're doing recursion, we want the previous value. So we want count and say of n minus 1. Alright, so we have our current digit, we have our string. Now what? Well, we need to check if it's the same as the previous digit. So let's create int prev digit, and let's just create 0. Let's just set it to 0. So if cur digit equals prev digit, which is it is not yet, but it might be, then we need some counter to keep track of how many there are. So let's just create int consecutive digits, because consecutive digits. So let's first set this to 1, because by default, there's always one consecutive digit in the beginning. So con digits plus plus. Else, now what do? We have the previous digit and we have the number of times that occurred, right? Well, for this, we're going to need to add first the count of the previous digit, and second, we're going to add the value of the previous digit. So, if cur digit is not equal to prev digit, then we need to change, well, in the beginning, prev digit is 1, right? But we want to make it the first value. So let's just do this. And then if we do that, then we can actually just set this to 0. So now we start. Now here we can do next term to add. We first want to add con digits, right? Because that's the number of digits. Next term to add. Now we want to add prev digit since that's the previous digit. And now what do? We want to set prev digit to cur digit for the next part. Okay, and finally we have con digits. Now you might think it would be 0, but actually it's going to be 1, right? Because we're going to have the term already counted, and we're not going to count that same term again. And now we would think that if we return next term.toString, we'd be done. But we haven't actually considered the case where prev digit and cur digit is equal to prev digit on the last term. So for this, we check if con digits is greater than 1, then we have to print, wait a minute, yeah. We actually have to print it anytime, I think. And also, one more thing, not print, first of all, we're going to append it. And also here we wrote add instead of append. Now, let's just do a quick sanity check to make us sure that our code is correct. So let's just try the case where we compute n equals 2. So we first check count and say n minus 1, and then n would equal 1 in that case, which means that it would return 1. So we have numster is equal to 1. Now we have prevster. Oh, we already caught an error, not I, it's 0. So we know that prev digit is also 1, and con digit is equal to 0. So we first check if, let's see, we first check int I equals 0, I is less than numster.length. Numster.length is 1, so we only test I equals 0. So here cur digit would be equal to 1, and since cur digit is equal to prev digit, con digits is going to be added. So now we just append 1 and 1 to the end, and then we get our answer. So if we run the code, this first test case should be for input of, yikes, we're missing our return statement. Okay, so return next term .toString, and our algorithm should work. So here I just put in test case, I'm just testing 3 to make sure that works for the next step of our algorithm, and it is accepted. Just now let's check 10 just to make sure that it works, and sure enough, it does work. So let's submit. And when we submit, lo and behold, we are accepted with a runtime of 2 milliseconds and a memory usage of 38.5 megabytes. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, as well as click the bell icon. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please comment them down below or email me at steamaspirations@gmail.com. Once again, I'm Vishnu Rajipudi, and this is me signing off. Bye, everyone.